7-12, GP's winning. Clock stopped for 4 seconds. Tuloso-Midway 7, GP 12.
Temperature in the nation, but of course they are below the jet stream, even the subtropical jet stream, so that's why they were warm. We have this disturbance out to the west, and it makes it very difficult to forecast the weather here. What happened this evening was a branch of this broke off, caused some instability and some light shower activity. Fortunately, nothing heavy. And now it looks like the low just wants to hang back in Mexico and from time to time here over the next several days send little pieces of energy towards us. And each time that happens or the energy approaches, we will see rainfall on the increase. It will abate for a while and then pick up again. And this trend will last through much of the weekend. Unfortunately, last night it was looking like maybe we would see some sunshine here this weekend. Now it doesn't look so promising. And essentially, anytime you have an upper-level low out to the west, the chance of a completely sunny day, like we had a couple of them last week, is just not in the offing for us. We need that northwest flow, and there's still lots of moisture down here in Mexico headed up our way, although the rainfall for now has ended across much of the coastal bend. We'll take a look at the radar starting at noon today. A few showers down around McAllen. They picked up about 1/10 of an inch, and as we put this into motion, you'll see the showers working rapidly off to the northeast, moving here into the city this evening, and points south and west, especially around Kingsville and Baffin Bay, and then off to the east. There is more moisture down here in Mexico off the current radar screen that'll be moving in early tomorrow morning and throughout the day tomorrow. But currently, things have slowed down a bit in the rain department outside, although chilly across Texas and damp here. With low pressure out in the Gulf of Mexico providing north winds, we are generally between isobars, so we have moderate to light northerly winds tonight across the area, and 55 degrees, 52 in the Alamo City, ranging down to 38 in Amarillo, but that's certainly acceptable for this time of the year. Tomorrow, with a forecast sunrise at 7:18 and moderate winds offshore, it'll be chilly statewide with the clouds, and we're calling for scattered showers. This is not our highest degree of rainfall forecast here for tomorrow afternoon and on into the evening, but it will be wet across most of the state, or at least most of the area we had shaded in there. 50s to our south tonight, 40s to our north, and 30s northwestern sections of the hill country, most of the state tomorrow in the 50s. Marine weather calls for north to northeast winds, again light to moderate winds and seas with slightly choppy bay waters. The first low tide at 5:05 a.m., a high tide about mid-afternoon. Your forecast for tonight, light rain and cold, and near 50 on that low temperature. Tomorrow morning, chilly with showers, temperatures in the 50s, but nothing heavy. Thank heavens for that. Light rain, drizzle, fog, cool, damp, and dreary. 54 for our high tomorrow afternoon. And your planning forecast calls for some showers here on Thursday. Then I think we'll see a little break and some sunshine Friday, and 65. Hey, that's not a bad deal. But then another piece of that energy breaks off and comes towards us for Saturday. So more clouds and rain expected there. So it just no clear-cut sign of any decent sunshine for any length of time right now.
I like the way Friday looks, though.
We're working on it.
Okay.
Hold on, here we go. In a few minutes, trouble in Moscow, another impasse at some Middle East peace talks.
And get the tour boats ready. There's a waiting list to get on board to see the Lex.
Think you need big bucks to afford a family-sized car? The Ford Tempo comes with room for 5, good looks, and a price the foreign jobs can't touch. Fact is, you can buy a new Tempo for less than $9,000. The Ford Tempo, simply a better value.
Texas Ford dealers, and you
Texas Ford dealer today.
What do you call a new dry flowable cotton herbicide that doesn't leak or stain like liquid trifluralin and washes off with soap and water?
I call it neat and clean.
Right, and its name is Triffic 60DF. Ask your supplier about switching. He'll understand. What do you call a new dry flowable cotton herbicide that's easy to use and has no jugs to triple rinse and dispose of?
I'd call it nice and easy.
Right, and its name is Triffic 60DF. Ask your supplier about switching. He'll understand.
On the next Maury Povich Show, it was this hidden video that shocked the nation and put parents on guard. Now the movie The Hand That Rocks the Cradle brings the nanny nightmare home again. We'll meet some mothers who know firsthand how bad babysitters can be, and they'll tell us how to keep the unthinkable from happening to your child. Then, a New York dentist who brightens his patients' love lives as well as their smiles. A trip to this dentist can lead you down Lover's Lane on the next Maury Povich Show.
Maury Povich Show tomorrow morning at 10 on 6.
The Mideast Peace Conference James Baker arranged is in jeopardy tonight. Palestinian Arabs are battling with the Secretary of State. The Palestinians boycotted day one of a two-day conference. They said members of their delegation weren't allowed in. On top of that, Israel threatens to boycott if the Palestinians are allowed in. They are residents of East Jerusalem. Both sides are working on a compromise. The sessions are going on in Moscow. Some Beeville students are keeping up with changes in the former Soviet Union and making some new acquaintances without leaving the classroom. Since the fall, sixth graders in what's being called the Horizons program have been corresponding with Russian students in Yaroslavl, a city near Moscow. They've been sent souvenirs and insightful letters illustrating day-to-day Russian life. The student's teacher believes the project resulted in a very good learning experience.
To be a good, strong leader, they need to be aware of the world and world situations. So hopefully this will prepare them and develop an interest in other world affairs.
Puckett hopes there will also eventually be student exchanges between the two cities.
For the first time in its 57-year history, the Del Mar College Board of Regents will be led by a woman. Patty Isensee has been on the board for 12 years. Isensee was a teacher in the Corpus Christi school system. It's also the first time all 9 members have been elected and taken office at the same time. All were sworn in during ceremonies this afternoon. Well, the USS Lexington will arrive in Ingleside tomorrow morning, and hundreds of people are expected to line the Port Aransas jetties for a glimpse of the ship. A big welcome home is being planned, and Sandra Ferrero-Richards explains.
No, sir. We were actually scheduled to go today, but they moved her back. She was one day late.
Morning fishing trips on board the Wharf Cat and Scat Cat have been canceled. Sprucing up the boats for tomorrow has taken most of the day. The owners are planning a morning excursion that will make them among the first to set eyes on the Lexington.
We have time in the winter. We're not as busy fishing. We'd open up and go watch the ship come through and escort her down the channel.
There are enough reservations to fill both charter boats. Nearly 250 people have signed up for the $10 tour, and others had hoped for cancellation.
All right, well, as soon as we know something, whether we can get you off the standby list and onto the other boat, we'll give you a call.
Because of the demand, another tour has been added for noon.
Bad weather won't change any plans. The boats are heated inside, and there's plenty of room and lots of windows to still get a good view of the Lexington.
Schuster says bringing the aircraft carrier to Corpus Christi as a museum is going to benefit everyone.
It's just one more attraction we've got in South Texas to go with everything else we've got now. And instead of 20 years ago selling fishing and beaches, we still got the best of those, but now we've got everything else to keep people here a day or two longer. And this ship's just going to be one more great thing to add to it.